20 years ago, it was the Steelers and Cowboys, and the names are legend. Pittsburgh's acrobatic receiver Lynn Swann, an MVP winner. Quarterback Terry Bradshaw then passed his team to a second victory over Dallas. But more important than who won is the character of the men that took the field in those games, men that continue to distinguish themselves. Franco Harris, as a player, he hammered defenses. Today, as a prominent businessman, he watches his modern counterpart, Emmitt Smith. He dominates the way Franco did. As you admire quarterback Troy Aikman's leadership and courage, you can't help but recall Cowboy great Roger Staubach, now a highly successful CEO. Receiver Lynn Swann captivated crowds with his spectacular ballet-style catches. Now a sports commentator, today he'll marvel at another number 88 explosive Michael Irvin. Cringe as Pittsburgh's linebacker Greg Lloyd targets the enemy. In the 70s, it was relentless Randy White. Today, he cowboys at his own wrench. All-Pro Carnell Lake volunteered a new position to fill a void left by injury. His selflessness brings to mind the Cowboys' Charlie Waters, now a coach at Oregon. As the times have changed, so have coaches. The stoic Tom Landry, a contrast to today's emotional Bill Cowher. The evolution brings flamboyant, multi-talented performers like Deion Sanders and Pittsburgh Steelers quarterback / receiver Cordell Stewart. Today, we cheer a new generation, acknowledging, appreciating the talent of men destined to become tomorrow's heroes. Today, legends will be built in Super Bowl 30. In the Valley of the Sun and Shadows, falling on a 70-degree day. The fortunate few, 76,000 fans to see Super Bowl 30. The Steelers and the Cowboys meet again in the big game. Hello, everyone. Dick Enberg along with Phil Simms and Paul McGuire. We're delighted that you're with us. Here are the mathematics. Super Bowl 30. Millions will watch around the world, including our men in uniform and women in uniform in Bosnia. And we hope you enjoy the game today. And yet, less than 100 men will decide the outcome of this game, and the winners will join San Francisco, winning a record 5 Super Bowls. A man who has been down in the tunnel, awaiting his name to be introduced at the start of a Super Bowl. Phil Simms, take us there.
Well, Dick, I tell you what it's all about. It's about tension early in the football game. As a player, you always dream, what's it going to be like to stand in that tunnel? Well, times it by 10, and then you have it. And a story that illustrates that, in our third play of the game in 1987 in the Super Bowl, I go in the huddle, I look at all my teammates, their hands are on their knees, they're hyperventilating. That made me nervous. We go to the line of scrimmage, I look over to defense, their hands are on their knees, they're hyperventilating too. I tell you what, I felt a lot better after that.
Now, there is a common denominator. Ron Earhart was your offensive coordinator. He'll be calling the plays for Neil O'Donnell today.
Tremendous plus for Neil O'Donnell. Ron Earhart's been there. The good thing he did with me, he got me off to a good start. He has to do that with Neil O'Donnell. Get a couple easy completions, make him think positive thoughts. He'll play better, and I think that's important for Pittsburgh to have a chance to win.
Well, make no doubt about it, this is a Super Bowl fight, and the heavy favorites are the Cowboys by 2 touchdowns.
Well, this is like a barroom brawl for the Pittsburgh Steelers. You know, if you've ever been in one, you see the toughest guy in the room, and he picks you out, and you know he has a reputation. You don't dance with this guy. You go up and smack him in the mouth. And that's what they have to do offensively and defensively to the Dallas Cowboys. You know, when you sit there and look at it, they think they have their offense down. I don't think so. The Pittsburgh Steelers have some other things in there. Defensively, Dallas thinks they have all the blitzes down. You don't, because they put some more in. And I talked to Ron Earhart, the offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers, the other day, and I said, you know, you were on Super Bowl teams. What is the best team you ever coached? He says, this is it. Better than any of those. And I'll tell you why. Because if you tell these guys that they can't do something, they're going to do it.
Well, everyone has an opinion of how and when and where this game will be decided. We asked one of the stars of Super Bowl 30, at least projected to be one, Deion Sanders. Primetime said the key today is if I catch 2 passes, one on offense and one on defense, the Cowboys, as projected, will win again. They're waiting in the tunnel. When we return, the starting lineups for Super Bowl 30.
Coming to NBC in '96, the NBA All-Star Game, the Players' Championship, the French Open, the U.S. Open, Wimbledon, the NBA Finals, baseball's All-Star Game, and the Olympic Games in Atlanta. The great events are all on America's sports leader, NBC.